What's going on, everyone? It is Rod here today with a different video. Today, as you can tell by my very professional setup here, we're going to be going over track abbreviations in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mentioned this in my previous video, and I saw a comment that was like, you should do that. So I'm going to do it. This is something that I've been meaning to do for a while. It's something I always talk about. Like, you probably hear me say RMC, DHC, DYC, DEA. What does that mean? You know, here we go. So to understand track abbreviations in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we must first go back to May 29th, 2014. I guess, yeah, okay, my mouse will disappear. When Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U released, because it's the same tracks. So when Mario Kart 8 released, there were two categories. There were only 8 cups, only 32 tracks in the game. There were the Nitro tracks and the Retro tracks. Listen, I'm not that good at Google Slides, so pardon my inabilities. The terms Nitro and Retro, you may have heard that before as well. They come from Mario Kart DS. It says it in the game, Nitro Grand Prix, Retro Grand Prix. Nitro just means like new tracks that have never been in Mario Kart before. Retro are like tracks that have been in Mario Kart before, you know, that are revamped or whatever. So, a Nitro track, for example, Mario Circuit. Never before, but until the Wii U. Retro track, GBA Mario Circuit. Now, how would you abbreviate these? Mario Circuit, very obvious, MC. But GBA Mario Circuit, what do we do here? Well, for all retro tracks, lowercase r, and then the name of the track, MC. So, when I say RMC, RMC, Retro Mario Circuit. So let's go over the Nitro tracks. Here are the first 8. Nothing fancy here. MKS, WP, SSC, TR. I mean, obviously, like, people don't really refer to all these tracks, but like for example, like MKS, like you'll hear MKS. Like, it's rare that you'll hear Mario Kart Stadium like at a, you know, beyond a certain level. But like no one really says WP, I don't think. Anyway, MCTH, like TM is a big one. SGF, I guess. I mean, if I'm referring to these tracks, the abbreviations I'm probably using here are like MKS, TM. Just because those are like, I guess, like the more popular tracks. I guess like Toad Harbor, I don't know if I'm really saying TH. But anyway, the point is, these are the abbreviations. I mean, I'm sure you could have guessed these ones. The rest of the Nitro tracks, same thing, except, right, everything is all normal. SA, DS, BC, BDD, CC. But Electrodrome, the first and I think only track in Mario Kart to have one word. Will we just call it E? Would we do that? No. ED with a lowercase d. Common theme you'll see is uppercase letter followed by a lowercase letter refers to one word, and there's not really like I mean, you'll see. So Electrodrome is ED with lowercase d. Nice. So in terms of the Nitro tracks, I mean, it's all exactly what you would expect, but then Electrodrome's the only one that's like kind of weird. So let's go to the Retro tracks. Same type of thing. I'm sure you can guess. Moo Moo Meadows, MC, CCB, TT. You just put a lowercase r before it. RMMM, RMC, RTT, RCCB, right? RMC and RTT are probably the ones that I would actually say out loud. Then we got RDDD, DP3. I mean, DP3, you'll just hear DP3. You don't really hear RDP3. DKJ as well. People aren't really like verbally saying RDKJ, but that is the track abbreviation, RDKJ. Royal Raceway, I have a question mark because it would just be RRR, but question mark because if you look over here, we have Rainbow Road. So everything else is all the same. You've probably heard RWS before. That's Wario Stadium. You may have heard RYV. You may have heard TTC, PPS. You know, with an R though, RGV, RMP. I mean, all of these you may have heard before. I don't know. But now we have a conundrum here. We have Royal Raceway and we have Rainbow Road, both from the N64 as well. So what do? That lowercase letter thing I was talking about, RRRY, RRRD, right? So lowercase r for Retro, uppercase R for Royal, then Raceway with the RY, and then RD for Road. Bang. I mean, here you'll probably hear Trainbow and Raceway, but it is what it is. Okay, then on August 27th, 2014, only a few months after the game released, Nintendo drops that they are going to be releasing 2 DLC packs. And we didn't know, I don't think we knew the tracks that were in Pack 2. like when Pack 1 was announced. But like here, you know, you see some tracks and you're like, okay, sick. And then here's Pack 2. But all you knew about this was that it's like Animal Crossing themed. We didn't know, like, I mean, we saw that little, like, I remember the Game Explain analysis of like that tree branch or whatever, and how the toads were like anti-gravity, and it's like, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, DLC tracks come out. Mario Kart 8 Wii U. Pack 1. Here are the tracks. Now, if you see, right, if we're going off of the thing where it's like a brand new track has no like designated, you know, designation letter type of thing, and a retro track does, then, you know, in theory you'd have like RYC, RWGM, and then you just have HC, IIO, MC. But why, we already have Mario Circuit, and it's like, what do we do here? So we make it simple. All DLC tracks, lowercase d, DYC, DEA, DDD, DMC. I don't need to say them all, but exact same thing, except instead of a lowercase R for retro, we got a lowercase d for DLC. Pack 2 comes out. Bang, exact same thing. DBP, DCL, DAC. You've probably heard people say DAC. If you're confused, it's DAC. It refers to Animal Crossing. DMBC as well is a common one. But Ribbon Road, DRR, if we go back here, we didn't know that Ribbon Road was going to come out. So when these tracks came out, I say we, I mean, I was like 11. But these tracks come out and we're like, again, it's just DRR, right? But then we get here, what do? Are we going to go and change whatever, Rainbow Road, SNES Rainbow Road? No. What are we gonna do here? We have DRR, DRIR. Why didn't they do DRRD? I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be confused with Trainbow, but like not like, like, I mean, it's a community just like coming up with this and probably debating. I mean, I was there for the debates on the booster course pass. We'll get into that in a second. But you know, something just ends up winning. So DRIR is Ribbon Road. So, those were all 48 tracks in Mario Kart 8 Wii U. So here's a little review. Mario Circuit, GBA Mario Circuit, and Mute City, MC, RMC, DMC. Bang. April 28th, 2017. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe releases with all 48 tracks included in the base game. So what do we do here? Is the community just gonna now change the abbreviations? Is that what we do? No, I mean, are you serious? We're not doing that. So, the abbreviations stick. All the tracks, same abbreviations. But then, on February 9th, 2022, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass is announced. 6 waves of 8 tracks each. What do we do here? What do we do? Well, P, our big boy P, big boy, my guy. Dude, it's been so long since I've done one. My guy. I was going to say my boy. My guy P. If you just look at the second paragraph here, when it comes to track abbreviations, I think using D, right, for DLC, I mean, it's literally DLC, but using D will lead to several overlapping abbreviations. DMC, DBB, DCM are all tracks which are likely to have another track using the 3 letters. Does DCM exist? What's DCM? Oh, I think he's just saying like Coconut Mall and Choco Mountain. Yeah. But I mean, that's a problem anyway. Anyway, whatever. Are all tracks which are likely to have another track using the 3 letters. This will lead to overly many tracks using 4 letters, like Royal Raceway and Trainbow. In addition to that, majority of the tracks in the DLC will be, okay, whatever. But basically, the point is, even though this announcement only got 12 likes, because I guess people don't read the World Record Server news channel, but there was like a huge debate. It was like a whole thing. But once again, doesn't matter like how it became. This is just what it is. Booster Course Pass. Here we go. Wave 1. Well, no spoilers here. Okay. Only spoilers. BPP, BTC, BCMO for Choco Mountain, BCMA for Coconut Mall, and then the rest are normal. So we have the lowercase b for Booster. Wave 2. Nothing fancy here, right? BMG. These ones, like, I don't say as much because I wasn't really playing the game competitively during this time. Like, track abbreviations are mostly useful for like competitive play, right? Because you're talking to your teammates and like different languages and stuff, and also like in the lounge server, the emojis are based on the track abbreviation of the track. So it's like if you're telling your teammate who doesn't speak the same language as you to pick a track, you just, you know, put in the emoji of DHC, for example. Okay, wave 3. Nothing fancy here, except Rainbow Road, BRR7. Now, was there a BRR already? No. But, is it highly likely that there will be another Rainbow Road in the Booster Course Pass? Yes. I don't know for sure if, like, in the time that, in the time between, it was just referred to as BRR. But today, BRR7. The rest, BPG, BLL, BBL, BRRM, BMT. Anyway, Wave 4 comes out. We have BAD, which was comical because it's just bad. Then the rest are all normal, except we got Singapore Speedway as BSSY, because if we go back, we see Sydney Sprint is already BSS. So Singapore Speedway becomes BSSY. Wave 5, oh my god, another track that's AD. We already have BAD, so we change. We're not going to go back and change. This is another part of the whole debate that people were having. It's like, can we just change that one? It's like, let's not, right? Even though it's only been a few months. BATD. Once again, why isn't it like BADA? I don't know. Or BADH or something. No idea. BATD. BDC. And the rest are all normal. Wave 6. We're almost there. Completely normal. Except we already had Daisy Cruiser. So now we have BDCT. We got the rest are all normal. BC3. Rainbow Road for the Wii. You might be a little confused on the uppercase W. I've seen it both ways, but technically the correct, who's defining correct, but like the correct abbreviation would be the capital W, because the lowercase letter at the end refers to when it's like continuing the word, like CT for circuit, but the uppercase letter or number like RR7 refers to the console. So the Wii console, uppercase W, BRRW. And that is confusing because like you would, like, if you just see that abbreviation, you might think it's a 3-word track. It's a little confusing. That's why people will do a lowercase w. Who really cares, right? Final review. Mario Circuit, GBA Mario Circuit, Mute City, DS Mario Circuit, Nitro Retro DLC Booster, MC, RMC, DMC, BMC. These are the tracks, all the tracks that are, different from what you would expect. ED, right? RRY, RRD. These ones that we went over. We got a few more. BRR7 compared to BRRW, BAD compared to BATD, BSS, BSSY, BDC, BDCT. And that's it. So, those are track abbreviations for you. You won't really be hearing me say these DLC ones, but the base game I definitely refer to, right? DYC, DHC, I'll say those. DMC, I know you're talking about music. DEA as well. Like, you'll hear Excite Bike or DEA. These are all, RWS you'll hear all the time. RMC, I always say. DP3, right? But, it's good. SA also I hear all the time. These tracks don't really get played. I guess DS. And yeah, TM is huge. MKS is huge. So bang. Listen, thank you for watching. I hope you've learned. And bang.